We are so close to the finish line. Lazarus episode 12. We start off with the opening. Finally, once we resume, we get to see that Axel is in the hospital and Chris is by his side. Also, Elena gets woke up by Popcorn Wizard after she passed out last episode. While Elena and Popcorn Wizard are talking, we get to find out that her actual name is Lynn. Doug is also another person that's in the hospital, but he was took in by the captors, aka the bad guys. While Abel's driving around to get to a meeting, he asks someone to find out more about a ghost killer called Sarah. When we come back to Axel, we actually get to see him awake after having some type of dream with Chris in front of his eyesight. And the two just kind of talk together. Axel, of course, still wants to get back into the action. He's thankful for Chris saving him. The actual hospital that Axel's at is the same one that Leyland has ties to. So the person that Abel's going to meet up with is the president. And whenever we first get to see the president, we get to see they're in very bad health. They are one of the users of Hopna because of early access. And whenever Abel's talking to her, he wants two favors. We don't know the request just yet. Now, Leyland ends up getting to meet the guy going to be doing the investigation on who this ghost killer is. He's just a hacker named Ronald McRonald. Funny name, right? Elena and Popcorn Wizard are having some very nice small talk, and they're getting a little deeper. That's where Elena asks Lynn, hey, why are you helping Skinner? And we're pretty much given a straightforward answer. It turns out that that same tribe that can't feel pain is what Lynn is from also. Now, something a little juicy, while Axel and Christine are talking, we hear Hundon once again, the same thing brought up by the crazed assassin. Axel explains that this necklace is a part of memory for his childhood friends that have died. After commercials, we come back to Abel. One of his requests is an NCA raid on the HQ. Now, the contractor of the assassin ends up talking to the captain of the military. They have like some type of disagreement. The assassin like calls up all crazed and stuff. I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get him. He hangs up right after Abel calls. Going back to Popcorn Wizard and Elena, she turns out to be able to track Skinner. And of course, after that news, Axel and Chris do kiss. So a little bit of a W for both of them. So a lot of chaos just breaks out all at once after that clip. One of the first things is the captain of the military has been assassinated by the contractor. Doug's hospital room ends up getting broken into by the same people that took him there. They shoot his bed, but he set up a decoy and he's locked inside of a room on top of a hospital bed. Now, Donald McDonald brings in Chris to see if this for sure is the assassin, as he was able to find a nice shot of him. Which it was definitely him. Something we find out about him is he has some sort of dissociative disorder, where he has multiple personalities. And the cherry on top is we find out about a Hundun program, which most likely this assassin was a part of. Abel successfully called in the raid against the army, which is going to be interesting how that turns out. I got a little ahead of myself here. Technically, Doug got out of the bed instead of the decoy at this point, but what ends up happening, Elena and Popcorn Wizard calls this bed by remote control, brings it outside, and basically they save Doug. Finally, we get a zero in on where Skinner is. It is the homeless community. Basically, the backyard the whole time. Doug and everyone buckles up. They find this secret way to get to this homeless community without people being able to track them and try to make contact with them. At first I thought it was an airport, but I'm starting to think it's some type of train station maybe. And to end things off, we get a really ominous text to Axel's phone. See you where the angels watch. My hot take of the day is this series is much more enjoyable now that it's come to the end. It's not that it's ending, it's that things are starting to count a lot more. Early on, a lot of the stuff was just done to grow the characters, which, in my books, these characters are kind of bad. They're pretty trash compared to other characters. No one really leaks out main character energy. Not Axel. They want him to be a main character. They even did the romance thing. I'm not going to fall for the trick. I'm just not one of those people. As far as main character goes, I'm going to say Leyland. He's got the comedy going on. and he brings it out, man. um, I would still not go out of my way to watch this series. It is by far not the best action series. I'm not an expert, but I'm gonna say Cowboy Bebop, Spy X Family, Sakamoto Days. I would watch all of those before this, no particular order. This just isn't anything out of the world, and keep it on your list. Just don't get into it today. There is many other better things out there. If I had to rate this episode, I'm going to give it an 8.2. I'm going to be a little generous, but whenever we get down to that last episode, it's all coming down to what did they end it on? Did they try to make this go on forever more than it should? Tell me what your guys' thoughts are on Lazarus episode 12. I hope you stay safe, and until next time, peace out.